Guys I've known for I don't know, probably like 12 years, and it's so great to see him back on the stage, everybody. I know a lot of people came to see him tonight. Let's give it up for Patrick J.
Thank you for coming down, everybody. How's everybody feeling? Still feeling good out there? I'm feeling good myself. I just came back from an island vacation, everybody. I was on Long Island. Have you heard of this place? We were doing a show out there, and it was pretty cool. Half the audience that we did a show for, half the audience was from Long Island, the other half was from Staten Island, and there seemed to be some... Where's Staten Island in this? Who's babysitting the heroin while you're here? This is great. Staten Island is an island built all on a big mountain of crack. I think everybody knows. Anyway, so we were performing. Half the audience was from Long Island, the other half was from Staten Island, and there was like a rivalry going on between the two sides of the audience. I'm like, what's the rivalry about who has the worst accent? Thank you. That's joke number one, everybody. Thank you. But also, while I was out there, I was seeing my mom out there, and ooh, yikes! You know her, right? But you know, it's very tough for me to see my mom get older, because when I was growing up, I mean, I thought that my mom was the most like unbelievable, indestructible goddess on the planet. I mean, I thought she was like a superhero. I used to see her, you know, washing the dishes, and I'd go to put my hand in the scalding hot water. My mom would slap my hand out of the way and say, "Don't put your hand in there! You get it all burnt off!" My mother's hand was right underneath that faucet, and I'm thinking, oh my God, my mom has the power to defy heat, like a superpower. Another time in the kitchen, she was mopping the floor, and I go to walk all over the floor. I was like 3 years old. She's like, "Don't walk on my floor, you have footprints all over my floor." She was standing dead center of the floor, not one footprint to be found anywhere. And I'm thinking, wow, not only can she defy heat, she has the power of levitation, too. This is unbelievable. But now I'm a little bit older, and you know, she's a lot older. And she came up the stairs just the other day, all out of breath. She was carrying groceries, and I'm like, "Mom, what's the matter?" She's like, "Oh, you don't understand. It's my angina." I'm like, "Your what?" "My angina." I'm like, "I thought you said your vagina." I'm like, "How the fuck do you breathe, Mom?" With a talent like that, you get a Howard Stern show tomorrow. I popped over her house late last night, and she was sitting on the couch watching TV, and she was watching Cinemax, which I'm sure some of you have noticed that after 9 o'clock, Cinemax turns to like softcore porn, you understand? So she's crocheting watching TV, and I look at the screen, and on the screen I see this guy who's practically naked, except he has a leather dildo on his head. He's in a tutu and roller skates, about to jump through a circus hoop and land in his girlfriend's lap. I'm like, "Mom, what the hell are you watching?" She's like, "Oh, I'm not even watching that." I'm like, "Mom, you're crocheting a dick, for Christ's sake. Don't tell me that you're not watching." What is that, a decorative sausage cover? One more about Mom. Can I stick with Mom for one more? My mother, you know, first of all, I read the script. The audience does not have a speaking part. Thank you very much. Jeez. But now my mom, she thinks she can keep a secret, but she can't at all. If my mother says to you, you know, "Oh, don't worry, I won't tell anybody," that means she'll at least tell 2 of my aunts, my sister-in-law, and whoever's standing on line at Costco. Okay, let me give you a case in point. One time I called her up, and I'm like, you know, because I was telling her that I got fired again, and so she said. So she's like, "Oh, I won't tell anybody about that." And as I'm in the middle of saying the word layoff, I get another call on line 2. And I'm like, "Hold on a second, Mom." And I get on the phone. On the phone is my like 3rd cousin Seamus from Leitrim, Ireland, calling from a payphone. He's like, "Oh, my Jesus, Patrick, I'm sorry that you lost your job. Oh, the county sheriff just told us he got a text from your mom." But like good Irish families, we do the right thing. We marry into Italian, you know. Anybody have that Irish-Italian mix going on in that audience? No, it's good. You're blessed to be like that. I think they make very, very pretty children. You know, you have the light eyes and the olive skin, you know, silky mustaches. That's just the women. Thank you very much. We have a Italian guy in our family. His name is Sal. Sal, he's like 75, 110 years old. I'm not sure how old Sal is, but he's right off the boat from Italy. And Sal, what he does to the English language is like a modern art masterpiece. I mean, it's like, you ask Sal about his garden, and I'm like, hey, how's your garden today? Sal, he's like, the peps and the tomatoes and the mesquites, it's ridiculous. One time he dressed up like Santa Claus, and I'm like, I'm not sure if this is a good idea, because the kids that do believe in Santa Claus, because he's real, the kids that do believe in Santa Claus, you know, are going to know right away once he comes down the stairs. So he comes down, Santa Sal, and he's like, oh, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. So I try to divert the attention. I'm like, so, Santa, how was the trip from the North Pole? He goes, you know, the sled and the reindeer and, you know, and the presents, it's ridiculous. Speaking of family, anybody like me, like, you know, you ever have to take like a big family photo and then somebody's asshole boyfriend gets into that photo and it fucks up the whole entire thing? I had no problem just walking over to the person. It just happened recently. I walked right over and I said, hey, Dick, get out. And the guy's name was Dick, which kind of made it, you know, easier. But he knew I wasn't calling him by his name. Rolling to the next topic, ladies and gentlemen. I know people have been talking about the dating websites and everything like that. Tinder. Do you know what Tinder means by definition? Tinder is a flammable substance used to kindle a flame. That's kind of cute. Tinder, right? The second definition of Tinder is a combustible group of dry twigs, which is pretty much what I've been seeing on Tinder, by the way. A combustible group of dry twigs. And I love the profile picture. I see it all the time. It's of the trashy but yet hot blonde who's wearing like the high heel shoes, fishnet stockings, has Daisy Dukes, like a bustier pushing her double F implants over the top of her neck. And then she's sitting on top of a mechanical bull, deep-throating a Corona bottle. And underneath it reads, looking for something serious. I'm like, well. And she'll find it too. Syphilis, gonorrhea, genital goblins. It's all out there. Another a word that I'm seeing on these websites is adventures. Adventures. I'm looking for someone to go on adventures with. And I'm like, what is this, the fucking Goonies? So I'll try anything once, so there I am lowering my girlfriend down, you know, down into a well, yelling things like, Chester Copperpot is down there! She didn't see Chester Copperpot. But I did introduce her to One-Eyed Willie. Thank you. Where is my drummer? Could they put a bigger piano on the stage? My uncle Jimmy used to have an expression, what's better than roses on a piano? His tulips on your organ. Thank you very much. I never forgot that. I was 3 years old. Now, it's good to be here. You are in an iconic place, everybody. I mean, there's been, you know, so many amazing people here. I mean, some of the stages that I've performed on, it's like not even a stage. It's just like, you know, two black boxes, you know, squeezed together, which is also the porno movie I was watching the other night. I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, when I was growing up, I mean, it was a dream of mine to be at Dangerfield. I've been in the business in some capacity for like 25 years. My first time here tonight, everybody. And there are so many people that launched their careers off this stage, like, you know, Jerry Seinfeld and Sam Kinison, Roseanne Barr, Tim Allen, George Carlin has been on this stage, everyone. And let's not forget who Rodney himself. Boy, okay, looked up my family tree, 2 dogs were using it. I was an ugly kid, too. When I was born, the doctor slapped my mother. Oh, man, I have no respect at all. My wife, she kisses the dog on the lips, she won't drink out of my glass. Come on, we're tribute. If he was alive today, it'd be something like, hey, I saw a girl on Tinder the other day, she was fat. How fat was she? She was so fat it took me and 5 of my friends to swipe left. She was fat, boy. Match.com matched her up in Chicago. She was ugly too. I brought her home. My mother put newspapers on the floor. And my doctor too. My doctor, you know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombach. You know my doctor? Confused doctor. He grabbed my knee, told me to cough, hit me in the balls with a hammer. My name is Patrick J. Mitchell.